Hey everybody, how's it going? Captain Chris Craven here. Giving you a little training update. A couple of weeks ago, I gave a couple of presentations on the family medical leave and social media policy. I hope you all were able to go ahead and go on Target Solutions and look at both of them. And with that being said, I've had a couple of questions regarding both policies. I will go over a couple of questions I have for both policies. But the biggest thing I'm going to go over also is our discipline policy to those. The discipline is going to be the same for both of them. I will explain that to the very end. However, I want to make sure you guys understand that these infractions to either of the policies is very important to us, and discipline is obviously going to be proven to be done. So, with that being said, I'm going to start with the social media policy. One of the biggest things that I was told was, well, can we go ahead and post stuff on social media from car accidents? Can we go ahead and, tell them where people are or kind of traffic situations? Yes, definitely. Please do that. But be mindful, we got to worry about HIPAA, right? HIPAA is a big thing. We cannot show faces of anybody that's on scene, even during transporting, even if somebody passes away. Any of that information we cannot post online, even if it is unanimously. We have to understand that this is somebody's loved one, friend, brother, sister, girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever it might be. They are important. Someone tragic did happen to them, and we have to be mindful of not posting all this kind of stuff all over the internet, because it leads to everywhere, and it could lead back to whoever posted it through litigation court, investigations, and all that, and we don't want that. So the question again, like I said, was are we allowed to go and post stuff on accidents and training? Most definitely, please, but again, be mindful of HIPAA. That's a big thing, and I don't want us to go through litigation. I don't want you guys to go through litigation. It's not a fun process, FBO process. You don't. This is something you don't really want to deal with, and you have to understand that it's important to all of us, and we want to keep our department in good namesake, right? Second, I want to talk about is the medical family leave. One of the questions came up, so like two questions was, if somebody uses sick leave and they're not actually sick, and say they go to Hawaii or they go to Disneyland and they're caught for not being sick. Again, this is something that the chief will come up with. The training operations, all the chiefs get together and figure out the right process of going ahead and disciplining that individual. So if I were you, if you are sick, obviously stay home, as you should. Remember, sick leave is for any kind of new birth. If you're sick or family is sick, or obviously if you're injured, if you're industrial injury, that's sick leave. It's able to be used. Use it that way. If you're caught for doing sick leave when you're actually sick, then we're having some problems. Another one that came up was, well, back in the past, somebody had an issue where they got injured and they had a back injury. Well, they saw him post a picture of him supposed to be on injury and on social media, and they was showing him actually surfing in Hawaii. Again, that's something that the department has to deal with. That individual had been dealt with to the most extent of being disciplined. And again, that's someone to understand that you cannot just go ahead and post or put them for sick leave in cruise sense and then go ahead and go to do some special event, football game, whatever it is, but not actually being sick, your family, or industrial injury. Now, discipline. This are the steps we're going to follow, and I want you guys to understand this very clearly. Discipline starts right away if it's derogatory, if there's any kind of issues with sexual harassment, hostile work environments, lying, fraud, all the above. Those are major discipline issues. It happens right away. Other stuff, little minor infractions, little things here and there, going through the process. Now, the process of discipline, if you guys remember, starts with coaching and counseling, along with the performance activity card, the PAC. Then it goes to the EDP, which is the Employee Development Plan. We start there. And then after all that, if this is not taken care of, which it should be hopefully, small fires, right? Keep them small and not big. Then they'll go to discipline. If it goes to discipline, then you're going to FBO rights, the Scully law, so you know, litigation, be court, investigations, to the point where you could be terminated. Now, if you remember, the point if you are a support, or if you're in a support, if you are actually in discipline mode, What's going to happen is you get could be a written reprimand, could be suspended without pay, could be deduction in pay, you could get a demotion and or dismissal from the department. Again, these are all discipline actions that could happen to either of those policies, but I remind you to look over the discipline policy as well. If you have any questions, please give me a holler. Thank you. Bye.